Open the door
to metaphors that move mountains. Raise the dead with pencil lead off the edge of this page, this rage burning in the cut, buried in my gut, desperate for a way out.
Open the door.
Watch these words wing their way home over cold tongues cut from the heads of our people, the lovers and dreamers, rhyming redeemers for this nation of schemers still trying to hustle what hurts. Open the door to your own pain first. Let the bullshit bubble burst, then follow the flow beyond what we know until mad rivers grow into an ocean of death and devotion, deep breath and emotion, a child's laughter rippling across the surface of what is and will always be. Open the door so we can see each other face to face, heart to heart, race to race. Embrace all that remains broken between us, like Mercury and Venus, circling the sun, becoming 1 and 7 billion in the blinding light of a new day. Open the door the old way, with fire and song that remind us we belong to something bigger than triggered fear. Dig deeper, right here, beneath this concrete and every paved street, our mother's heartbeat can be heard, calling us all home. My name is Chris Henrikson. I'm the founder and executive director of Street Poets. I met Taylor 19 years ago when he first joined the writing workshop that I was teaching in a Los Angeles County juvenile detention camp.
My name is Taylor Cole. I'm a spoken word hip-hop artist, street poets teaching artist, and restorative justice advocate. I met Arturo 5 years ago after reconnecting with the street poets community when I was released from prison.
My name is Arturo Quiros. I'm a poet, rapper, producer, and street poet youth outreach coordinator. I met Blue when we first visited the San Carlos Apache reservations when we went out there to facilitate writing workshops in the high schools there.
My name is Israel Blue Hill. I'm a drummer, a singer, street poet, and also a member of the San Carlos Apache tribe. I met Chris here about 4 years ago, and we've been finding creative ways to stay connected ever since.
My ancestors came to America from Norway and from England on a ship called the Mayflower.
My ancestors came to America from West Africa on slave ships.
My ancestors came to America on foot across the borders of Belize and Mexico. My ancestors were Mayan and did not recognize these borders.
My ancestors are as I am, full-blooded Apache and native to this land.
This is our prayer
for the healing and transformation of America.
In the boiling heat of Belize, my father cut sugarcane like an African slave, restrained by chains. Short-changed dollar amounts because my grandfather, he couldn't count. The tropical breeze brought a brief relief. His Indian skin burning like a Vietnamese monk, protesting in Saigon, swallowed by flames, unveiling the truth. Today, I pour gasoline from the oil fields of Iraq onto this blaze of bones I once called home. I protest in peace to combat those who lack the facts. Photograph the past with words, this pen my only weapon. I blast back like John Trudell from the banks of hell every time I see Columbus sail. I'm a conscientious objector, a militant messenger, trying to find a way to escape this poverty-infested landscape. Deserted on the outskirts by those who gave birth to the American dream, the murderous money schemes that tried to kill my culture and fed dead soldiers patriotic garbage.
My ancestors came to me between the seams of sweat lodge dreams with a request for healing. Hearts muffled and torn by dead silence, born from horrors too big to face, seeking grace on sacred ground, paved with false promises.
I am he who has been given life by way of death. The moment the Middle Passage opened over blood-warm water into a hurricane of pain, I set sail, stripped of my name, through the Battle of Gettysburg and beyond the bus boycotts of the South. My soul shipwrecked on the shores of Los Angeles when people stopped fighting with fists and started shooting to kill the most undesirable parts of themselves. And since I look like so many of them, 7 bullets have found their home in my plantation-branded flesh.
My ancestors came to me to claim responsibility for the rape and enslavement of millions, of one, your son, who was once elder, chief, healer of a tribe that knew nature and beauty like the river knows tears. My ancestors' fears fed flames that consumed original names and songs, turned ancient healing rites to wrongs, harnessed hell for profits that today build prisons to contain that same shame under different names: Bloods, Crips, Sureños, Norteños. Hatred fueled by wounds that live in unmarked tombs, watery graves between home and here. There are days when we are all slaves to fear, smoking, drinking, buying to forget the dead and dying, flying bombs far beyond backyards where bullets trace scars in night skies ripped wide by cries for help.
I am he who has been given life by way of death through the stress of a broken nest. Dad a slave to opium dreams. Mom argues with voices she can't see. Sisters birthing children of their own. Death and me have been tight since I was 3. I am he who has been given life by way of death. Fear buried in a tear-stained pillow. My peers say I'm too square to be cool, so books became my enemies and the streets became school. I've been the fool who trades gold for materials that depreciate with time. The hustler who hustles himself, flipping quarters for a dime.
How can one explain a baby sold like crack cocaine as blood rains from her mother's womb? My ancestors came to me with that blood on their hands, and the blood of every man-child murdered in drive-bys by living lies too high to heal, running the streets between destiny and deceit. Every village burned, every girl turned out by broken boys, once token toys, tossed aside by uncles, drunk on night train, still staggering into children's bedrooms, mimicking slave masters, orchestrating disasters for future generations to deny.
I'm a demonstrator of something greater, an obvious target for those who fear change. But I'm not here to win or rearrange borders where our brothers and sisters die daily. I'm a witness, dreaming a new world into being, seen beyond the surface, one deep breath at a time, as bombs continue to fall from beautiful skies.
My ancestors came to me with tears in their eyes and taught me a song that belongs to you and you and you, and maybe someday, me too.
They look and a young yo, they look and a young yo, you never go and you never go and young yo, oh, well, a young yo, oh, well, a young yo, you never go and you never go and Nago de Sanga ye, go Sunday call Nago, Sanga ye, yon de say, Sanga ye, no, what's your delay, Sanga ye, no, what's the delay, Sanga ye, no, as it's on the next goes, Ganga yo, on the Shako show, Ganga yo, no bag of Shako sly, you never go and die, young and logo and young yo, let logo and young yo, you never go and you never go and young is a dog, young yo, it was on the Dutch long, young yo, yo, this is a Dutch long, young yo, it's a sago song, young yo, no, you know, you're gone, young yo, oh, they had it in a young yo, hard the D in a young yo, hard the D the t-shirt on the young yo, oh, no shako show, young yo, no bag of shako sly, you never go and die, young need go and die, young yo, they go and die, young yo, you never go and die, you never go and die, young yo, oh, well, young yo, oh, well, young yo, you never go and die, you never go and die,
Aho.
Ashe.
Amen.
One street, one heartbeat, one love.